Hi everyone, I'm Doc Phineas. I know a lot of you know me from the television show Pawn Stars as what they consider to be one of the top experts on the History Channel. I'm also just finishing the movie Easy's Waltz with Al Pacino and Vince Vaughn. And I'm out there horseback riding every day. Here I am in my mid-70s getting ready to make a movie with Kevin Costner in Utah. And I have no aches, no pains. I feel fabulous. I'm at my personal best in my mid-70s. And so on Hollywood Access, they keep asking, Doc, how do you do this? How do you look and feel the way you do in your mid-70s? And I keep telling them I have a secret, and that secret, as you all know, is so I am on this amazing board every single day, and it was created by my dear friend Dr. Asahi in Japan. The technology in it is based on technology by Nikola Tesla, and he originally called this machine the Awesome. So like many other seniors, COVID was pretty ravaging for me. It not only was difficult for my career because everything shut down in Las Vegas from 2020 to almost 2023, it was just like the Strip was dead. And, you know, we had some years there, 2020 and 2021, that looked like the Twilight Zone. We all looked like the Twilight Zone. And I started going into some very serious COVID long haul symptoms like neuropathy, Bell's palsy, carpal tunnel, things I'd never experienced in my whole life. And so I had to find a way back. And I got out there and really researched, kept doing yoga, kept doing Qigong, all the things that I knew as techniques that reset the body, really watched my diet, tuned up my diet. And then I had the great fortune of meeting Dr. Asahi, and he said, Doc, I have this machine. I want you on it. I want you to try it. Just tell me what happens. Let me know if it's as good for you as it has been for me in my senior years of just rejuvenating my body. And so I was one of his test specimens. I jumped on the machine. This is in 2020. This is after like 6 months of COVID long haul. I was experiencing really weird, side effects from COVID. And suddenly here I am just going back to my personal best. The neuropathy just fell away. No more carpal tunnel, no more Bell's palsy, none of that stuff. And I started to feel like Cher. I was turning back time. I thought, wow, I'm turning back time every day. And literally, am I not staying there, but I have the energy that I had when I was like in my 20s. I have the body that I had when I was in my 20s. So I just started shredding. And the wonderful thing is that, I was putting on kind of like the old age spread, I suppose you might say. I was putting on a little bit of extra weight around my waistline. And then once on this machine, I mean, this is rock hard, solid. I have no flab there. There's just complete, absolute abs and ripped up. And I lost 23 pounds. I kept the 23 pounds off. I'm sure it was what I needed to lose. And I just absolutely loved the way that my body started looking. I have this summer body all year long. And I just go on this wonderful machine like 10 minutes a day. That's it. I know people come on the internet and they're trying to sell something. I'm really not. I could care less whether, people, agree with me or believe me and try this thing. I'm on it. That's what's important. It brought me back to my personal best. But my experience has been such a high vibration. It's been so good for me. I thought, well, being Aquarian, not to share with your friends is the worst thing you can do. Like if you find a pathway that works for you, you want to share with your friends. If they'll give it a good chance and give it a good go, hopefully they'll have the same results that you're having. So with that being said, we were outed by boards. We completely sold out worldwide. And Dr. Sai just assured me that more boards are coming. So once again, I'm back out here saying, if now you want one, you better grab one, because the last time we sold out completely. And for almost 4 months now, we have not had a board even to share with anyone. So it's the best investment of my life. And with that being said, I'd just like for you to take a moment and just see for yourself how great the Vibe board is. So I'm going to go on it that you have this amazing remote control device. Looks like this. It's so easy to use that even I can use it. So the only thing you really have to do is turn it on, and that's the red button, and then start your vibration, and that's the button on the right. So you have the red button and the button on your right, which is right there at the top. You don't have to worry about this stuff. This is if you want to go manual, and it's all perfectly programmed in your machine. So you're basically going to go into vibrational therapy for 10 minutes. And I've been doing 10 minutes a day since 2020. Here it is, 2024, mid-2024. So I've been on this thing almost 4 years, and I have nothing but rave reviews personally. It's what gives me my energy every day. I wake up in the morning with such a great attitude because I can't wait to get on my Vibe board because the experience is so good for me. So with that being said, let's turn it. I'm going to turn it around here so you can see how easy it is. There we go. And that starts your vibration. And you're going to look down. You can see, I mean, I'm doing this in cowboy boots because I'm on my way to a special event. And what I love about it is that I don't really have to change my clothes. It's like Qigong, you know. I don't have to have a yoga mat. I don't have to change my clothes. I can get ready for work, get ready for appearances. Today I'm doing a red carpet. And so I'm all dressed, as you can see, in all my silver and finery. And I can still jump on the Vibe board before I leave and do my 10 minutes for the day. And it's really rigorous. So Dr. Asahi says this 10 minutes is as good as going to the gym for 2 hours. And I believe it because just the results of my body. I don't do free weights at all anymore, not at this age. And yet my body has this amazing tone. I still have the same musculature as when I was doing a lot of free weights and bodybuilding. So my abs are ripped, yet I'm not doing any scrunches. I'm just simply on the Vibe board. And you can see, like, you know, the vibration is pretty intense, but it's not crazy intense. It makes you feel weird or dizzy or anything like that. I don't have those experiences. I just feel like I'm starting to get good circulation. And when you get in your 70s, and this is something that a lot of people don't really share with their families, they don't really tell their children what they're struggling with in their 70s, and they should tell them to prepare them that you'll start to get tingling in your legs, and this is circulation shutting down because your arteries and all of the things that run the fluids of your body start to get clogged, just like an old plumbing job on an old house or an old car, you know? So if your diet isn't just fine-tuned, we're getting lots of power greens and all the things and veggies that wash out your bloodstream, you're going to get clogged up blood, and you'll get clogged up colon, and, you know, everything, the whole flow stops, and that's dangerous. When your body stops the chi of flow, then that means you're on your way out. And so you have got to keep all of this flowing and going. The body's a machine. You cannot spend your life sitting on a sofa watching TV. That's the worst thing that you can go. You know, that direction means you're going to leave the planet pretty soon. You keep eating hamburgers and cheese and pasta, and I know everybody loves to do that stuff, but eventually you're going to get really, really clogged because you can't do that for 70 years and expect the machine to work. You've got to have your salads, you got to have your veggies, you got to have some really good fruit drinks, stay away from sugar and desserts, and just eat sensibly. You know, follow that middle path, and you get this great-looking body. I mean, people walking up to me, and, you know, when I go to the movies, I say, 2 senior tickets, and the girl goes, yeah, but you have to be 60. And they always think I'm 50 years old, you know, they don't really think that I'm 75, you know, like, they don't see that at all. They see, like, a 55-year-old guy. In my movie I just finished with Al Pacino, I'm playing a 55-year-old guy, and so, you know, I'm fooling everybody. I've turned back time. I keep turning back time every day. Then I think my whole thing is this Vibe board. I really think this is my secret thing that I'm doing. I'm sorry I'm shaking around here, I'm shaking bake, but that's what you do when you're on this board. I just want to be completely realistic. So this is my secret weapon. I've been on it every day now since 2020, and I just am so thankful to Dr. Asahi, who's over there trying to find more ways to get it manufactured so that he can share more. I don't think he really intended for the success of this board. It is medical grade, and so I just had my doctor, after he saw the results of my cholesterol, my circulation, my heart, the fact that I have nothing going on inside me like gallstones or anything like that. Just a lean, clean fighting machine, you know, is my body right now. And I'm the only senior in his whole clinic my age who is not suffering from pain and, you know, high blood pressure. All of that stuff comes from lacking in flow. That's what causes it. Your flow stops. So I think just because I've got my circulation really going, I've just written a new book. I wrote the book the minute I got off my Vibe board. I could really think clearly again. And the only restriction on this is you cannot be over 300 pounds and use it. It will collapse. So that's our limit. Our weight limit is, I would say, it's better to try to get your weight down to 280. I know it's kind of a catch-22, but if you're up there, you can sit in a chair and put your feet on it, and at least trying to get the tingling out of your legs, you know, that comes with old age and diabetes and all the kinds of horrible things that come from our diets in America. And you start coming out of the brain fog, because I think because the blood flow is getting up to your brain, up to your heart, up to your chest. And I just feel like this, okay? Every time I get on my board, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Because I find myself at this really high vibration, and that high vibration, because you don't have stress, you don't have clogs in your brain and in your heart and in your legs, you don't have a system that's full of toxins, you start to feel really good. And that means you go into bliss. You become a blissful person in a miserable world. So I'm way up here at this vibration. This thing's putting me up here at this vibration. I can just float over the problems of the world, look down at all the people and say, hey, look, you're not in my tribe. You're not vibrating. You're not doing the Vibe board. You're not in Vibe tribe. I'm up here and you're in the trenches. So get out of the trenches. Come and join me up here in the clouds. And you'll see what I mean. It's just like the craziness and problems of this world are not anymore at your vibration. You're at a higher vibration where you're looking down with good flow, good brain activity, and deciding what's important and what's not important to you. Health is your wealth. Health's a lot more important than being out there killing yourself to make another dollar. That's not going to even buy your health. So that's why I think find a pathway that takes you to health and bliss, high vibrations, where you can do all the things in your senior years that you dreamed of doing. I just went completely around the world, riding camels, riding elephants in India, and on safaris, photo safaris, you know, trekking through Africa, and dancing in carnival in Brazil. Who can do that in their mid-70s? But it's possible. If I can do it, you can do it. And it just means take a hold of your diet. My diet wasn't great until I took charge of it. Get on your Vibe board and start vibing. Get your 10 minutes in every day. And believe me, you are going to feel different. So, Dr. Phineas sharing my secret pathway with you. And if you want a Vibe board, if you want to join the Vibe tribe, if you want to get into a high vibration, just reach out to me here in a direct message or a personal message, and I'll do my very best to see if we can't get you a Vibe board and you can join our tribe, start on your pathway to feeling good again. I love you all. Thank you for watching me out there in the movies and television, And all my very, very best wishes and prayers for you that you can find a clean, clear pathway to great health. Health is your wealth. And as you go into your senior and golden years, let me tell you, your health becomes so very precious. So, namaste, best wishes, and lots of love from Doc Phineas.